Hi everyone, this is audap. What are we doing here? This is Sonic Colors Ultimate, and we're running on the Series X. I guess this game was patched, so maybe that means it won't crash at the very end like it had been doing before. Let's find out.
Next stop, the critical system failure.
All right, cross our fingers for game-breaking glitches.
Because he destroyed all my generators. Well, the mind control cannon is full enough.
And save deletions.
I will have the last laugh.
All while playing something which isn't that fun. What a deal. What a savings.
Yeah, I laugh last all the time. People look at me like I'm an idiot. Forget about it. That's because you are an idiot. You talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. There's nobody else here, so I must be talking to you.
Isn't there one other robot in the room? Well, you know, whatever.
Yo, quit wasting my batteries over here. I've been working on it all day. What does that even mean? Oh, never mind. In a few seconds, it won't matter anyway.
Oh well.
Since the world will have only one.
The writers of Sonic,
mind.
not known for comedy. Nothing good. Lionel, look at this thing. Eggman's not good at, like, keeping secrets. Look at this giant thing floating around the earth. Oh, well, looks like poop. Is the egg pooping? Whoop, critical flaw. No. All that from that one robot arm they couldn't find.
No, this can't be happening. It's backfiring. Impossible. How? Ta-da! Yo, what do you mean impossible? Your plans have been crushed by Sonic for like ever. He stopped you like it's his job or something. In fact, I can't remember a plan he didn't stop. What are you talking about? He hasn't stopped all of them. Name one. Read the attention pad.
How about the one with Sonic R?
Thank you, buddy! Hey, my voice! It's back! All right!
Ah, there's the sweet sound by auditory processors new and love.
Now I remember why we changed his voice chip. No matter. I may have suffered a setback, but this thing's far from over. I will crush Sonic! Today forever, that's for sure!
It's so insufferable. It's just so bad. I'm sure somebody will disagree with me, but, you know, just know that you're wrong.
I got a bad feeling about
It's
this.
okay, somebody had to tell you.
Good, so it's not just me.
When I feel the ground shaking under my feet and see plumes of dust rising and rubble tumbling and aliens running for their lives, yeah, I get a bad feeling. So, how about you and me make like Eggman's hairline and recede?
This isn't joke time. This is running to the space elevator time.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. We're out of here.
Yeah, we're running now.
Like I said, hopefully we won't have the epic crash like last time where I couldn't even load my game, so we managed to at least fix that. I like how it gives you points just for moving left and right. Seems like they're just rewarding you for the most basic of inputs. Oh, why can't I jump? Oh, my jump button's not really working all the time. That's wacky. Oh, now it works. I mean, not all. That's weird. Yes, points for moving left and right. Thank you. Out of here. See ya later. Oh, okay. Oh, really? All the way back here? No, okay, well, I guess it's not that far. I actually think the camera angle is a little too low. Because now you're like, I can't see what's coming up very well. Yeah, I definitely would have done this different. I mean, there's a lot of missed opportunity to actually make the game itself better versus just, remastering it. Boy, once you miss one, it just makes you hit the other ones. I can't tell where it's going to shoot me. Oh. That's why it only required like a short burst before. Now it's a long burst? It just doesn't feel very consistent. Not that Sonic games have ever felt that way, I guess. So it's just par for the course. Maybe they don't want to upset like their Sonic fans by making it too predictable. You can't make the game play too good or else people won't like it. Really? I'm not sure how that works, but okay. I jumped over it, but didn't jump over it. Ouch. Why we burn so much turbo? Oh, great. Now the angle's changed too much. It's a harder time seeing everything. I wonder if there's like a peer review system over at Sega. It doesn't really seem like there is. I know these games are made like really quickly. Like they wait until the last minute and give a new development team like brand new tools that nobody knows how to use. And then they expect it to be done in record time. And then they move like the date of when the game needs to be completed up instead of pushing back. It's so weird how the Sonic development works. Like the antithesis of good management and design. Which probably explains why they can crank out so many of these games all the time. Ah, I thought I hit the button. I had to wait for the laser to shoot. What do you want me to do? Am I supposed to normally jump on that? Is that the idea? I guess so. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's a double jump? Seems like the boosting works better anyway. Oh, of course. I don't like that blur effect either. It just makes it even harder to see. Like, I understand the blur effect in the original release because, you know, kind of try to hide the, you know, maybe the inconsistent frame rate. That makes sense to put that blur, you know, the pixel trails in there. But in a remake at 60 frames a second on brand new hardware, I just don't like the effect. It's always been used to cover up mistakes, you know. You know, due to poor engine performance. It's never really been very good for, you know, real-time gameplay effects. You know, cinemas maybe. Even then, I kind of disagree with the way it looks. You know, the idea that it's supposed to be more cinematic. But to me, it just looks blurry. I mean, not really mimicking any sort of film-like behavior at all. Unless smearing Vaseline onto a camera lens is considered cinematic. In fact, I wish there was an option just to turn them off. I mean, like I said, it doesn't look good. I mean, you know, the best way to show that something's moving fast is to make it move fast, rather than blur the screen. Ah, a weird concept, huh? Especially when you have the ability to do it on brand new hardware in a remaster. Like, there aren't a lot of good reasons why it was done this way. And 2 hits sometimes instead of 1. It's like, why? Not consistent. See, all this stuff at least you can just memorize. So if it acts a little funny for you, then you have a way around it. Just through rote memorization. These patterns change all the time too, that's what's annoying. Almost makes me feel like it's glitching because it's not giving me the same pattern all the time. I can't tell what light's gonna light up. I got the blurring effect, I got object passing over in front of the camera, obscuring my view when the laser is going to shoot, you know, and give me its tell. It's like, why? Like, how did this manage to pass QA? Well, I'm not all that convinced there was ever a QA in this game. Especially considering how badly the Switch release was handled. you know, plenty of people lost their save on the Xbox Series and PS5 too. So you know, it wasn't just the Switch that was affected. They just had different sorts of errors. A lot of the stuff is like pattern memorization, but the pattern changes, so it's sort of hard to memorize a pattern when there is no pattern. I mean, my expectation is that those lasers are always in the same place, but they aren't, so it's like, wow, what do you want me to do? And then if you're putting objects in front of the camera that obscure my vision for when I can see if that, you know, what laser is going to shoot in what lane, and you're really not helping the player play the game. You're just giving him cheap deaths. I think that's fine for some kinds of games, but not for platformers. How the hell did that guy catch up with me? So weird. It's also kind of sucky that it's a one hit or die situation. I mean, whether you collect 1 ring or 100 rings, it's always 1 hit to lose all your rings and then another hit to kill you. I was like, why am I collecting rings then? It only takes 1. Again, to me that seems like a bug. It doesn't really seem like something that was intentional. Then they just kept it in. It's like, yeah, we're after it, but why fix anything? It's going to prevent me from having my sandwich break. Yeah, between my sandwich break and making a game better, then by God, I'm going to have a sandwich. Yeah, it seems like dashing is the way. The jump doesn't seem to be that effective. Again, what? How am I supposed to see that? I can't. Again, I understand from like the original Wii point of view, keeping the camera that distance, you know, because you can only render so much on the original system. But now you can render really far out there. I mean, and this is not like a really complex game. It doesn't have like super difficult geometry to fill the screen with. I just don't see the reason, you know, to keep it that way. And not make some improvements, you know, while you're at it. Also strange not to have any checkpoints after major sections like this. Again, if you're not going to have checkpoints, then I think it would make more sense for these to be pre-programmed patterns. Then you can just memorize your way through it. But if you're going to adjust the AI based on the situation, then that doesn't really make having few checkpoints really all that viable. Basically switching ways to try to kill these other things. Again, I have no way of knowing where it's going to shoot without pulling back that camera and removing the blur effect. It becomes really difficult to see it. And I can't depend on rote memorization because it changes a little bit. Yeah, these would be my suggestions. These are the things that I would have done if I had an opportunity to remaster this game. Which obviously somebody did and just decided to have a sandwich instead. I'm not talking about like a life-sustaining sandwich. I mean just like an extra snack. Oh, we went extra far this time. Okay. Why this time? So stupid. Oh, I was like, not gonna let me boost? Ah, yeah, 0 points. And 0 fun. Coincidence? I think not.
Time to bail!
Isn't there?
It can't be!
Leaving so soon?
There are no lines, and I've saved the best rides for last. At
Yes,
least
on my lap.
Tap your hand so you can come back in.
I know you're trying to be clever with this whole amusement park pun thing, but it's just coming off lame. Just say you're going to destroy us and stop embarrassing yourself.
I think the writers should have taken their own advice with this script.
You foil my plans, but you foil my speeches as well. I work hard on them. No matter. I will destroy you, and I will be victorious. Is that better?
Like a million times better. Thank you.
This robot is special. He's powered by the energy from your little friends. He is invincible. So I'd say it's been nice knowing you, but it hasn't.
I have to admit I'm a little scared. I don't think we can beat this guy.
See you on the ground, buddy.
Huh? Sonic, no!
I mean, you're kind of useless anyway.
Just got one last thing to do.
Sonic, no! I just wouldn't have helped you. Oh, now we're going slower. Oh, okay, that was useful advice. Thank you for having me. Avoid the things, okay. Can I boost? I can't, oh, I have no boost. Oh, alright, I should jump, I guess. Oh. Push forward right into that. No. Dramatic slowdown there. Oh. Can I not get those? They like bounce right over me. Oh, jump button's not working. It's weird, it doesn't, like, sometimes it just doesn't work. That wasn't a problem I had in the game before the patch, though. It's like a new bug. Alright, let's change the camera. Oh, okay. They're coming right after me. Oh, I really wouldn't have known that. Not ahead of time, at least. Not just 3 hits. Okay. Just random number of hits. Oh, my little friends are here. Sheep spikes again. Okay. It's weird, this seems easier than the chase. Maybe it'll be dramatically different? I don't know. Oh, I double jumped. Oh, no jumping again. So weird. It's so weird when it doesn't work. The controller has these stupid cell phone ass buttons. They're not like soft buttons like the Sony systems or Nintendo systems. I want to complain about the Xbox controllers. But the plastic that they use just reminds me of like an old Nokia. And they've never not done that. Yeah, they don't. They actually jump right over you if you're just staying still. Weird. It's such a weird decision. Oh, not spikes too. Weird, it makes you jump too to get the rings. Why? Wait, what the hell? I don't know what that last one was. Cube laser? Getting tricky. Oh, I forgot to jump. Oh, we got this music. Yeah.
You horrid little hedgehog! Unlimited colors!
Oh, all the stuff that I never used unless I had to. Don't play this game on mushrooms. You're gonna have a bad time. Actually, don't play this game at all. Yeah, whatever. We got one more boss. We got one more form. That was only 2. I saw another little spot on the map.
At Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park, you can feel comfortable knowing your safety is on number 1.
Shut up!
I know, I should have said, oh shit. No, well, can't get away with that. Now it's elephantitis.
This might not end well.
Act 2. Oh, there's not another boss? Oh, okay. We're gonna do the Samus thing, huh? Push A not to die. Okay. I'm in gelatin. Don't take me to Bill Cosby. I know what he does. That and people on Blizzard. Thanks, whoever you are. Never got your names really.
Sonic, are you okay? Man, I can't believe you made it through that.
Like you thought I wouldn't?
The only thing I was thinking about was getting pushed into an elevator.
Well, a hedgehog's gotta do what a hedgehog's gotta do.
You didn't have any other thoughts in between then and there?
Thanks, but I had a little help during that last part.
Oh. You think they could handle themselves all this time? Well, I don't know why they needed me.
He said, thank you for saving us.
Or he wants an egg tart,
You're welcome.
because those are
Thank you
delicious.
for saving us.
He says, you are welcome.
That thing's translating pretty good.
Yep, I finally got all the kinks out. We can talk to them perfectly now. Oh, great. He says, goodbye, my friends, I have to go. Just when I got this thing working.
Better late than never, buddy.
Is that really true?
Right on.
I mean, what if you got what if you made a gift for your, like, great grandmother and she died before you finished it? Then it really isn't better late than never at that point, is it? Just saying. Oh, okay. Credits. Oh, we can't destroy the Sonic Team logo, heaven forbid. Like how the singing used the auto-tuning. It's a perfect summary for this game. Needing to finish something, but not wanting to try hard enough to make it right. So let's just auto-tune. Like, you know, if you practice a little longer, you can eventually sing that song without the auto-tuning. But no, I'd rather not do that. Well, I mean, I guess there are some people that, no matter how much they practice, they can't hold a note. But then, why are you a singer then? Probably should find something else to do with your life. I mean, there are plenty of other good occupations. Doesn't have to be being a singer. Doesn't have to be one of them. You can be a writer, play in a band. You can be a mixer. You can help in production. There's like tons of stuff in the music industry without actually having to be the singer. I guess it's some people's dream, but man, it's a pain in the ass. You have to practice every day to keep your voice in shape. be real careful about what you eat and how late you stay up. I mean, it's a lot of dedication to keep your vocal cords in check, especially as the years lead on. Like I see a lot of singers, you know, unfortunately mainly hip hop artists. You know, you go to one of their concerts and like they don't even remember the lyrics to their song. I was like, because you never practiced it enough. Got to the point where you could do, you know, one take good enough, maybe had some help through editing or some production, and then by the time we get to the concert, you like don't even know your own song because you just didn't put enough times into practicing it enough. It's even funnier when people claim that they write their own songs and then they don't remember the lyrics. And I'm not talking like lyrics from like 20 years ago, you know, something where, you know, maybe I could legitimately see somebody just not remembering writing something. But, you know, if you just release something like last year and you go on tour and I go to your concert and you forget your damn lyrics, I'm just like, you didn't write this stuff. Are you kidding me? Because believe me, writing songs is hard. I mean, it's hard to figure out. It's hard to figure out the right sort of message you want to put in, and then get it to rhyme, get that iambic pentameter sounding nice. A lot of people just give up and they rhyme words with the same word at the end at the end of a verse. It's like, oh shit, you couldn't have even looked up another word that sounded like it. So lazy. I wonder how people feel about like Sonic going through and destroying the credits. Like before you even get a chance to read it. Like I'm busy just like taking away all your, you know, taking away the names. Not paying one iota of attention to who made this game. Yeah, I think overall this game, I mean, still kind of sucks. I think if you go into it knowing, like if you're a rebuyer and you just want to play this game again on modern hardware, then, you know, you already kind of know what you're getting into. It will be a better experience. Well, let me take that back. Hold on. Let me run that back a little bit. So, pre-patch, it wasn't as good of an experience as the original game, right? Because at least in the original game, you had an almost locked 30 frames. And you know, it was not all 100% bug-free, but certainly less bugs than the release that came out, you know, the first release here. I think now that there has been one patch or two patches, I think this might be a better experience than the original game. But yeah, I mean, don't expect them to like fix anything. I mean, I suppose if you were happy with the game playing as it was, it being kind of a little janky here and there, more than here or there, then this is probably just fine for you. But if you were expecting them to like polish up anything outside of visuals and the fidelity of the sound, then yeah, you're not getting like a better game. You're just getting, you know, a nicer skin on the same game. Again, if that's what you're expecting, then, you know, maybe you're gonna be happy with this. I think for the rest of us, you know, I really didn't play this game that much. You know, obviously, I wasn't that familiar with that. You know, I didn't find it all that compelling, so I never really... am I gaining wings or losing rings? Not really all that clear about this. You know, and since I wasn't that into it, even when it came out on the Wii, I just never felt the need to finish it. I still don't really feel that there's a need to finish it, but, you know, just for the sake of the playlist and being complete, and just at least having some sort of review we can talk about, because ultimately that's what I do, is reviews. I'm not really doing a Let's Play. I'm just showing you what I did to get to the end of the review versus having like a 5-minute or 10-minute video showing, you know, clips provided by the publisher, and then just telling you, oh yeah, well, I had a good time all the way through and I had no complaints, when in reality, maybe when I was playing it, I had a ton of complaints, because, you know, it's like how an ending can affect how you feel about a story or a movie. You know, if it's a really, really bad ending, you might have had a really good time watching the entire movie until the end, and then you just felt dissatisfied. I think a lot of games sort of fall in that vein too, where you're just having like not a great time playing, but maybe by the time you get to the end, you know, they manage to polish up the very last part of the game, and you feel better about it. So here, at least you're seeing me play the game actively, and then when we talk about the review and whether or not I think you should get the game or play the game, you can at least see how I got to that conclusion. It's kind of a bummer because sometimes I don't complete these games on a timely basis, and I do apologize for that. I do try to play games as they come out, but you know, sometimes other games come out that are more important or more interesting, so I lose track of what I'm going to do. I've gotten better about it, though. I think we actually have completed quite a number of games in all the time that I've spent reviewing. Certainly more games I would have completed than if I didn't have a review channel. Because I would never finish games all the time. I mean, I just really wouldn't care whether I finished a game or not. But here, you know, there's a little bit more motivation to finish a game, since, you know, you want to see all the way through and at least care about what I think about it. I think for the next gen systems, I believe the Series X version is the most stable. You know, before the patch, you know, you could still potentially, if you were trying to 100% the game, you could still could potentially lose your game save, but that's no longer a problem anymore. Although you may have to replay the game, you know, unfortunately with the patch. There's no guarantee that it works well with the current game saves from pre-patch, so I'm not sure how that works out. I never ran into that bug, so I couldn't tell you. And really, because I wasn't aiming to try to 100% the game and get every single star and every single pendant, every single coin, you know, or special coins. So, with that in mind, you know, you know, be cautious about your game saves. If you have some way to back them up, then I'd really suggest that. Especially if it's a Sonic game, because you never know what they didn't do when they shipped the Sonic game. I think, you know, I never really liked Sonic games that much. I think Sonic 2 was probably the one that I had an okay time with, at least up until a point. And then Sonic Mania, I think did a really good job. In fact, I think Sonic Mania is the best of all the Sonic games. Really, because they gave up on the cheap death design philosophy that all the other Sonic games previous to that had. So that game, it felt like the level design wasn't just out to give you a cheap death, a surprising death. You know, there was always some way to avoid things if you were paying attention and were careful with the environment. You know, even on the first run, I felt that for most of the game's levels in Sonic Mania, you could get through without dying, without facing another cheap death. But yeah, up until then, I mean, Sonic 1 is pretty notorious for all of its cheap deaths. Even though it's a classic, it's you know, far from perfect. NVIDIA GameWorks. Did you have a hand in this? Better disown this one. How long are these credits? How many people worked on this game? Oh, I mean, they're doing like every territory. Really? You couldn't have customized the credits for the different territories? I mean, more power to these guys. I'm glad you stuck with the game, and almost feels like it was finished. Even with all these people here, somehow it feels like it never quite got all the way through. But I will say, you know, I mean, this is probably the best Sonic's ever really looked. I do wonder what they're going to do with the franchise, if they're just going to do a, you know, another Sonic 3D, a numbered Sonic 3D game. Kind of hard to say. I mean, I'm sure they will, but I don't think that that Sonic TV series, I don't think that did all that well. You know, the one with the weird-looking Knuckles. They just kind of like took his image and then just like stretched it out. Certainly, the game wasn't any good. You know, as is Sonic tradition. See, you think that... Oh, okay, we're still going. Oh, we gotta give credit to the new developers. Blind Squirrel Games, yes. The tragically named BS Engine. Working on this BS game. Is it even counting my rings? Oh, why am I doing this then? There's no point. Whoever's on the bottom of this list, I bet they're on there like the shit list. Stephanie Penignati, fuck you. We're gonna walk right over your name. Michael Ray, I caught you napping in the break room. All the rest of us were putting 14-hour shifts. Josh Turner, David Kim. You're the one who ate all the chocolate. Madison Swain, I know you. I know you're the one who microwaved the fish in the break room. You bitch. What are all the women names on the? All the women's names are on the bottom. What the hell? Oh yeah, Ashley's name's on top there. Quality assurance. I know you guys didn't show up to work. Oh, did the music stop? Oh, that's hilarious. Like they couldn't have found some way to loop the music at the end of these credits? IT support, what the hell were you doing? Director of IT and Infrastructure? Oh, great. But you still have everybody making servers manually. Not even using GitHub to store your code. Pipeline, I'll show you a pipeline. Here, let me burn this CD. Walk over to the other office. There's your pipeline, you lazy bastard. What, you found a bug? Print that on paper and walk it over to me. But sir, we can just share that code. Shut up! The hell, you think you know everything? Get out of here. Zach? Who are these guys? What? They didn't even get a logo at the beginning of the game. But here they are on the credits. You know, they probably could have fit more credits on here by making this font smaller. It's another one of these things that is like, you know, okay, let's give everybody credit. I mean, not necessarily disagree with that. If a lot of people worked on the game, a lot of people worked on the game. But does it need to scroll this slowly? And does the font need to be this big? I know if you're like a major producer or actor, then you can work into your contract how long your name appears, or if your name appears first in the credits. So there's like some monetary value in that. But I don't think anybody got any extra money for this. I'd be really surprised if they did. Oh, we get to the Japanese additional voices. And the recording studio. Is it everybody that works in the studio too? That I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that must be cool for like, you know, like the lunch lady. It's like, hey, we put your name in the credits. No, you're not getting any more money. Cash. I wonder if there's like a mistake in the copyright board. Like the name group, like the name of the group was supposed to be just Cash. And like they wrote it and crossed it out, and then wrote it back in again. The BS engine. Yes. Are we getting to the end? Oh, we got a big logo, Cryware. So our little box fellow there is like, are we done? I've been floating through space forever now. Oh, hey, it's the Gal Gadot engine. Wow, who knew? I know it's a little... Again, it's a little weird that you can destroy all the text that they're showing you. It's like, at this point in time, why would you even have the text here if all you're going to do is have the player just destroy it before he has a chance to read it? That sort of defeat the purpose of having scrolling credits. Provide this software's provided as it is, yeah, obviously. You gonna come in and fix it? No. Well, months later. How long? When did this game come out? It's been about a month or two, right? I suppose in the world of Sonic games, this is a pretty fast turnaround for a patch. Again, I don't know if you were affected by the save wipe. I mean, obviously you would have played it more by now, and hopefully you didn't get to experience the same save wipe. Or if you waited, like me, waiting for some definitive patch notes before you played the game again. I guess not that it would have mattered. The game's not really very long. Oh, okay. We're gonna give the font. We're gonna give the font a name in here. Okay. The compression utility. I mean, might as well. Yeah, monotype font. Everybody's favorite font. Again, this is usually like in incredibly small text in that same font, making it literally unreadable. Special thanks, FontWorks. And here are all the people who work at FontWorks. And their lawyers. And all the production babies. Who, strangely enough, are now teenagers. Because it took that long to make this game. And for somebody to test the credits. Well, what a weird-ass decision. I mean, they couldn't even get credits right. Like, it runs out of music, and nobody bothered to program a loop function for the credits. That's amazing. It's amazing how, even in this remake, they got this wrong. Like, they didn't bother fixing anything. In fact, I don't even know how much of the original code is here. I mean, I think they had to do a fair amount of work to get it to work with the new engine. And this has already gone through 2 patches, so how... Maybe they just expect nobody to finish the game? That's all I can think of. It's like, gosh, who's going to finish this fucking game? This game is like 10 years old. They didn't finish it when it was brand new, much less finish the remaster. It's like you care enough to put all these credits in here, but you don't care enough to put music behind them. Sort of like telling somebody, you like the way they look now despite gaining some weight. It's like, dude, fuck you. Dude, even the credits are lazy. It's mind-boggling. Why would somebody do it this way? I mean, this feels like something somebody would have left in the beta. Like the credits are kind of low on the priority, right? They got to get the rest of the game working. So, they just put in these temporary credits and, made a note to themselves on their scheduler that, well, I don't think Sega's that organized. But if somebody was organized and they didn't have anything other than 386s at Sega, then, you know, they'd schedule it and say, oh, okay, well, the game, I got to make sure to fix these credits, you know, before we ship. And then they, you know, Sega like ships it like 4 weeks early without telling anybody. Guy has this like list of things that he has to do, and it's like, oh, I should probably get to fixing that. Oh, wait, the game's out? It's already gold? What? But I wasn't done. Shut up. Get out of here. Got any more power-ups? Okay, great. Like I said, these end credits are like a testament to the entire Sonic franchise. It's in there. I guess it works well enough. If anybody notices that it's maybe a little janky or stupid, you know, they'll forgive us. You know, they were raised with us. They don't know any better. Nobody likes being told that that what they were raised was stupid, right? That's like the people that maybe they were raised on GoBots, right? Not on Transformers. And they're like, oh yeah, GoBots are the best. And only to later find out that, yeah, well, actually, nobody really liked GoBots. You know, not like they're having like multi-million-dollar movies of GoBots. Or, God, I'm trying to remember. There was like some other really shitty series, which I'm surprised ever got greenlit, about guys that are on like, they're on like wires, and they cross the, that's how that was their traversal. They always like yell hot wire, like zoom around. Like if somebody was like raised on that series, you know, and they like, you know, had all the toys, and unfortunately a very sad life, I think. And then, you know, later found out like oh no, actually that was never any good. Like the toy line wasn't successful. You know, the scripts were not really very well written. Very, you know, very rarely, you know, peer reviewed. But somehow you fell in love with it because, you know, you were 6 years old at the time and didn't know any better. It's like, I still have fond memories of that. Yeah, just keep them that way. Of course, I felt that way about Transformers too, as I revisited that series. You know, I was thinking that it was, you know, cooler than it was, and then like you go through and you watch like Gen 1 over again, it's just like, yeah, this really was just a toy commercial. And the humans were just as freaking annoying in Gen 1 Transformers as they are in the movies. You didn't see them as often, you know, thankfully, but you still saw them enough to go, yeah, you guys weren't very well written, were you? The other thing that really got me was like G.I. Joe. Not the toy line. I think the toy line was okay. I think they were pretty well constructed, considering, you know, they're just like mass-produced figurines. But like that TV show, the original TV show from the 90s, it's just fucking terrible. Just absolutely awful. Like very few things that are good about it. Like the writing's really stupid. The voice acting is like super stilted. The animation just uses so many recycled frames. There's so few backgrounds. You know, the overarching story, you could tell they just kind of made it up on the spot. Like there wasn't like a lot of pre-planning. You know, it was certainly no Airbender. You know, right? No Neon Genesis Evangelion. I mean, you know, heck, not even, I wouldn't even say it was as good as a He-Man. At least He-Man had a, you know, an overarching plot. You know, ridiculous voice acting, but there's, well, you know, some work that was put into that. It really is going, huh? Oh, you have musicians for remixers, the drums. There's 2 people. They couldn't fit these 2 people in a different line with all the other people. Like I wonder why the keyboardists and the guitarists were kept on separate lines. Like, did they really hate each other that much? Like, don't you put me on the same line as that guitarist. That freaking prima donna. You know, group me with my other keyboardists. It's like, whoa, geez. It's just credits, man. I wonder if they'll ever fix this. If, like, they're just going to leave this broken with just this silence and this slow scrolling. It's like, it's hard to believe that this was okayed. I honestly don't think this was ever checked. And, you know, if you're like some sort of purist when you decide to do a remaster, you want to kind of keep the quirkiness in. This is one of those things that you don't keep. You don't say to yourself, you know what? It clearly, you know, it's obvious that the end credits, you know, weren't finished. You know, even though it was shipped, you know, and went gold, and this is the final version that ended up in players' hands. But, you know, we want to leave that feeling of the unfinished credits because we want to be, you know, true to the original game. I was like, well, then don't make this. Don't be true to the original game. You know what? Just sell an upscaled version of the original game, you know, an emulated version, and don't try to remake anything. Other than that, if you have an opportunity to remake something and make it better, then please do it. Yet no. And we put as much effort into this as, you know, making toast. Published in Korea. Oh, okay. Well, sorry, my fellows over in Korea. Sorry I had to put up with this. You probably had much better things to do. You have like an 86-hour work week over there. I know the government's trying to get it down to 52, but my God. I mean, I guess that's why things are so successful in that country. Because you're not allowed to go to sleep. Also explains why everybody's drinking over there. It's like soju is like cheaper than bottled water. Or at least good bottled water. But if you're working an 86-hour work week, yeah, you're going to be drinking afterwards. Oh, hey, here's the Sega logo again. Didn't we already see you kind of at the beginning of all this? Can't even destroy it. What are you doing here, man?
Faster, you idiot! Faster! Put your backsides into it!
Technically, we don't have backsides, boss.
I don't care! Just push! We have to hurry! I already have my revenge planned out, and next time I will not fail!
Of course you won't, boss. Of course you won't. On the bright side, a certain someone got their voice back. I feel like my old self. All I want to do is talk. Hey, remember when we were chasing those little alien guys? What's up with those things anyway? They sure were funny looking. Smell that though?
What I wouldn't give for the maddening silence of space right about now.
Hey, I heard they started using fish. Bummer we didn't bring any with us. Not that we can eat it since we're robot, but we could have looked at it.
What? This was their end credit stinger? This is what they wanted you to stick around for? About as much effort as they put into the regular game. I mean, is this like the rewarding last scene you were expecting from your Sonic game? I mean, I guess if you were 7, yes. Alright, there you go. That was finally the end of Sonic Colors Ultimate on Series X. So yeah, hopefully you haven't bought this game, unless you're a fan. And hopefully, after buying this, you realize that you've made a terrible mistake in your life growing up. But check it out if you want to. I wouldn't if I were you. And I will see you at the next stream.